How's it going? Welcome back, Johnny in the Wild. I had a break in the weather, so I thought I'd shoot another video on camping essentials. It's pretty windy, so I do apologize ahead of time. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, this is not a comprehensive list. There's obviously a lot more items that people would deem essential, and what we'll get to eventually is comfort items, but this is just the basics of what I consider like essential. So first off is first aid kit. Um, First aid kits, I kind of go over a little overboard. I actually bring quite a few. I actually bring one in my pack, my day pack, and then I bring one in my duffel, a very basic one. Um, my bin, uh, my car, and actually even my little hip bag that I wear pretty much everywhere because you never know, and getting injured and sustaining a whatever level of injury can really suck and kind of ruin a trip. So it's good to be prepared to deal with cuts, burns, insect bites, stuff like that. All right, so next, shelter. It might seem pretty obvious, but you want like a tent when you go camping, unless you're going in like a trailer or something like that. But if you're going car camping like I do, you want a tent. And tents are funny because you don't have to necessarily get a really high end tent. You can just go to like uh, your local Walmart, Canadian Tire, wherever, and get a fairly basic tent. That's actually what I use. It's actually pretty big. I think it's a 10 foot by 10 foot, and it'll technically hold 8 people. Um, but I like it because it's spacious, and I'm not really going for lightweight. It's not like I'm backpacking this into the bush. If you are, then go for a lighter tent, and just keep in mind that they are more expensive. Um, I run a cot. I don't run a mattress, like an inflatable mattress, like a lot of people I know do. Just because the inflatable mattress can get punctured or just stop working, and you need a power source to inflate it and deflate it usually. So the cot, yes, it is a little bit more cumbersome, but it's just basic and it works and it's very comfortable. Also, what I bring is a mat, like a yoga mat that I just got from like the local I think it was called Value Village. But it was just like a really thick yoga mat to put on the cot, so it's just a little bit more comfortable. Sleeping bag, I always go a lot colder than what you expect. Um, I think mine is like a -7 or a -9 degrees Celsius, and I'm always very comfortable in it. It's pretty good. It's not the smallest, but like I said, I'm car camping. I don't have to backpack it. Um, a pillow. I mean, you could bring your own pillow from home. That's what I used to do for a long time. But I did end up going with a very compact, uh, inflatable pillow that you just use your breath to inflate and deflate and all that. Then you can go with a basic table. I like having a little table in between the cots if I'm camping with someone to put your stuff on, put your phone, electronics, things like that. And you can just get a basic collapsible tent, or sorry, not tent, collapsible table. Oh, there's a doggy here. And mine's by Sportneer. I think I got it off of Amazon for like $50 or something. But it's great. It's compactable. And yeah. And lastly, for shelter, you want a power source to like recharge your devices. And I'm actually going to do a more in-depth video on that at a later time. I actually just bought a power station. I used to just go with a basic power bank, like that was the size of a phone, and it wasn't sufficient enough, so I ended up getting a power station. Should be getting it fairly shortly. All right, that's enough about shelter. Um, Pack, I like packs. I kind of covered already. I tend to go with a hip pack that I take everywhere. I have like snacks. I have first aid stuff, and you can shove whatever else you want in there, like your phone or whatever. And then I have a day pack. I don't do like a big backpacking pack anymore, just because I don't have the need to pack so much stuff in that big of a bag that I can't do already in my duffel bag. So this is my day pack, and it's got first aid kit, it's got snacks, it's got bags to pack your trash, stuff like that, and it's pretty good. The next essential would be water. Um, you want to bring ideally jugs with you. I bring two types of jugs. I bring one for strictly drinking water, and then one for just washing up and doing dishes and stuff like that. You can also bring like a water filter if you find that necessary. I haven't used mine, but I would recommend the Sawyer Mini. If you're out backpacking, you get lost, and you need some water. It's very small, compact, and you can filter water quite easily. Okay, past water. Fire. So I don't know about you, but I like to have a fire when I'm camping. Basically, what you need is a fire starter. I've gone over that in previous videos. You can make your own or just buy whatever. You need a wood. Don't always just pick wood off the ground. Depending on the park that you're in, that might not be allowed. So just make sure you don't get fined for stuff like that. And then you want some sort of like tinder as a backup to your fire starter. In case your fire starter fails, then at least you have tinder. You can do stuff with that. All right, so food. It's kind of a long list, but I'll breeze through it. Basically, you just need to have something to prep the food, like a cutting board and a knife. You need a stove. You need fuel. You need a cook set, something to cook the food in, unless you're going to be cooking it all over the fire. You need a cooler to keep all like your cold food, stuff that you need refrigerated, eggs, cheese, veggies. A bin would be nice too to carry all your dry food, and a sink would be good, like a collapsible sink. Soap and a scrub pad to wash up afterwards. That is what I deem essential. I mean, there is quite a few more items, but yeah, I don't want to make like a 3-hour video. So, and the last section is comfort items. So, some people bring like a koozie or a cozy or whatever you call it to keep your beer cold, but my beverages never last that long. They're usually gone pretty quick. So yeah, if you nourish your beer, then probably bring a cozy. Anyways, clothing. This is just super basic. Like I found the biggest difference with clothing is like a good pair of socks. Let's see if I can show you this. A good pair of like merino wool socks. I go with Danish Endurance because they're a lot cheaper than some of the other brands, and they're a little bit on the lighter side, and I can wear them year round, even in like the summer. Merino wool's great because not only does it keep your feet warm, but I mean, if you think about it, it actually wicks moisture away from your feet and keeps them dry. So that's nice. Also, base layers. Base layers are often overlooked. You can go synthetic, that's fine. I like merino wool. I mean, it does cost a little bit extra, but it does last, and I find it performs a little bit better. Um, yeah, lights. I just recently bought a thing of string lights. It looks like a smoke detector that you just unwind and get like 30 feet of lights out of it. That's definitely a comfort item. It definitely creates ambiance to your campsite, and it just kind of makes it feel a little bit better, the experience. And lastly, if you just bring like food you crave, I know I've talked about it in a previous video when I did my bin reviews, but just bringing like a can or two of something that you really like ravioli for me is like so nice to have while camping because it tastes good and it's just nourishing. And I like to add a little bit of either barbecue sauce or dash of hot sauce, which is nice. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Sorry it's kind of a little bit of a long video. Take care and have a great weekend. Bye for now.